It's a public service announcement for all the up-and-coming, aspiring basketball players out there. You know, over the last 2-3 years, I've gotten a lot of messages from players who say something along the lines of, Dre, I played high school, but I didn't play college ball for whatever reason. I got injured, or I didn't take the game serious, or I couldn't afford college, or nobody recruited me, or, politics, the coaches was hating on me. I done heard it all. All right, so any of you who has any of those reasons or others, I've heard every single one of them, okay? And then players will say to me, because they decide their next best option is, okay, I guess then I should just play pro basketball now. I didn't play college. I played in high school. I like basketball. I'm really good. At least I think I am. People tell me that I'm good. Maybe I should play pro. That's the next best thing to do. So they'll ask me something like, what do I need to do to play overseas, or if I want to play in the G League or do something like this. This is what I want y'all to understand, and I want you to listen to me really closely here. All right, professional basketball, whether we talking the G League, especially overseas ball, is not the local LA Fitness. There's nothing like that. It's not like these. I know y'all be on YouTube or IG and you see people have these private pickup games, or you get some NBA player or some overseas guys or some high school player, and people's going one-on-one and getting their highlights and looking good, and you like, yo, I could play in that game, I could play with them. And he play overseas, he plays pro, he's in the NBA. So if they play there, if I play there, that means I could play in the NBA too. It ain't like that. Overseas ball is nothing like these pickup games you see on YouTube. It's not like these, even the summer leagues, these pro-am leagues y'all watch and I've seen these pro-ams in person where it's basically set up so people can get their highlights and, put it on their Instagram or on their YouTube, and everybody's trying to go one-on-one and get seen, and there's 30 cameras around the gym because everybody's just trying to get a little 30-second clip to make themselves look good and get fans. Understand something, and you can ask anybody who plays overseas, they'll verify what I'm about to tell you. You go overseas playing like you see in these leagues, these summer leagues y'all see in the USA, you won't be there for even a week. You'll get fired within a week. And yeah, they will fire your ass. Just like you get fired from fucking McDonald's or Microsoft, you can get fired from an overseas team. They'll just send you home. Like, yo, your play quality is not what we're looking for. Like, all that one-on-one shit, trying to get a highlight, not passing, don't know how to play if you don't have a ball in your hands, don't play defense as hard as you play offense. All the shit you see in these pickup games in these summer leagues, all those habits that you might pick up because you think you need to play like them so you can get your attention and get your exposure, all that shit will get you fired when you go play ball overseas. And again, don't take my word for it. Go ask someone who has played basketball overseas. Not somebody who watched it, not somebody whose man played, but somebody who actually played overseas. They will tell you, you can't play like that. I was overseas once, we was playing after practice. We was playing 3-on-3. And one of the player who was guarding me was like playing me kind of hard. So I'm like, all right, fuck now, I'm gonna take this dude one-on-one. And dudes were trying to set screens for me. I'm waving them off, and they was looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, Dre, what are you doing? I'm like, we don't play like that over here. It's not even part of their DNA. So what I want you to understand, and this is the other thing, this is the other part of it. That's the playing style, but it's also the skill level. And every player thinks they can play, right? I ain't never met a ball player talking about playing overseas who don't think they're good. I had a player leave me a message the other day on YouTube. He was like, I work on my game a lot, and I really believe that I'm good enough to play pro. So what do I got to do to go overseas? He hadn't played in college. I said to him, you need to go to college and play 4 years of college basketball. Understand this here. Most players who play pro basketball, you need 4 years of college ball to be good enough to play at the pro level. I played 4 years of college basketball, and I knew I needed 4 years of college basketball so I could be good enough by the time, hopefully by the end of that 4 years, to maybe get a chance to play pro. All right, most of us ain't Kobe. Most of us ain't Zion Williamson. Most of us ain't LeBron. Most of us ain't even somebody who did 3 years, Charles Barkley, Jordan, Magic Johnson. Most of us don't have that level of talent. And I'm talking about pro level dudes. I'm not talking about dudes who just play and they go get a regular job. Pro level, you need that 4 years. You know what happens during that 4 years? You get seasoning. You learn how to play basketball. You develop your skills. You develop your maturity-wise you develop. You learn how to see the game the right way. You learn how to be coached. You learn how to play against other players, and you see situations, all those things you need by the time you get overseas. Understand, y'all? I did an interview with an overseas coach, Christian Crudelli, about a month or two ago on my podcast. They not looking at how many points you can score. They want to know, Can you play when you don't have the ball in your hands? Do you play defense as hard as you play offense? Do you understand how to run a play that is not based on you scoring points? Can you do anything other than try to score? And a lot of you players, y'all been raised on this culture of look at me and get your YouTube highlight and get your Instagram highlight in the 60-second clip where you look good. You look like Kyrie in one clip, you LeBron in the other clip, you Steph Curry or James Harden in the other two clips. Most of you are not going to be that guy when you go play on a professional basketball team. That's just what it is. And this is coming from somebody who's played. All right, so I'm not telling you that you can't make it. I'm not telling you that you don't have skill. I'm not telling you don't keep trying. I'm trying to help you understand that there's a process that goes into this. And it's not as simple as, oh, I played against a dude who plays overseas and he had 25 on me, but I had 24, so that means I'm good enough to play overseas. No, it doesn't mean that. Because where'd you play against him at? Like, what was the format of that game? Who was coaching it? Do you have practice every single day? Were y'all running plays? Were you expected to play defense? Did somebody call you out for letting somebody score 25 on you? As you go overseas and you an American and the other American on the other team scores 25 on you, all right, let that happen 2 times. Now, you won't have a job anymore. Again, ask somebody who plays overseas. They will tell you. If you're the only American on your team and there's one American on the other team and y'all both score 25, y'all both might get fired after that game. Real talk. Again, verify this. Don't take my word for it. So you ball players out there, develop your skills. If you're a high school player or you play high school, you haven't played college yet, and you have eligibility, go to college. Don't spend your money on an overseas camp. Don't even try to go to it. Don't spend $150 on a G League open tryout, because most of those ain't really the opportunity that you think it is, honestly. Go to college for 4 years. Develop your game, develop your skills, play against other players who are going to the pro level, learn how to play basketball. 5-on-5 basketball where there's practice every day, where you have a coach, where you can't just go one-on-one. It ain't like the fucking LA Fitness or some pickup game you played in or some pro-am that you've seen on YouTube. College basketball don't look nothing like none of those things. And pro basketball looks nothing like none of those things. Develop your skills, develop your game. You're probably not LeBron or Kobe or whoever else. Who else was any player that 1 and done, 2 and done? Most of us ain't that talented. That's just the facts. That doesn't mean you don't have talent. It's just that there's only 1% of 1% of 1% who go out early and do something in the pros. Everybody else, we got to put in 4 years of work. It's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Seasoning is good. It's necessary. Develop your skills, develop your game, and don't jump out the window for something that you ain't ready for, and then you realize, damn, it's too late to go back to college. I don't have eligibility. I don't have money. No coach wants to recruit me. I can't get a chance. Now you might get older, and now you just blew your whole opportunity because you're going off your ego. So let this be a splash of cold water in your face to you ball players out there who think you could play pro just because you scored 25 in some bum-ass pro-am. I don't give a fuck what pro-am it was, who you were playing against. The game style is not like that. Know how to play 5-on-5 when you're the 5th best scoring option on the team. Can you do that? Have you ever done it? If you haven't, you need to go to college and develop your game. Work on your game.